On this faithful Sunday, Prophet Uebert goes deeper about Africa and why the British were able to conquer us amidst the fact that we have, crazy, culture mixed with a higher sense of spirituality, okay? And if I'm talking about spirituality in the higher sense, then I'm talking about, using juju, sangoma, and all of that. Now, it came in the news that the British folks that seized some monuments or stuff, you can talk about stuff, right, from the Ashantis. They took some things from the Ashantis. Most of them are things that have gold in them. Some are, cultural stuff, indigenous stuff, items, spiritual stuff. And whatever he said is the truth. But he gave a level of education that Christians must understand. Why even we having all of these things, the British were able to conquer us. And even when they were bringing these things back, they brought it back to the Ashantis. When you come to Ghana, we have Ashanti, we have various regions in regards to settlement, in regards to, how do you call it, tribe. The Ashanti is just up there, they speak tree and all of that. It's a broad thing. I just want to be very fast on this one. So he started from his country, Zimbabwe, went to some other African countries and touched down on Ghana, and why all of these things failed. And he gave deep details, very deep details. I want you to watch this one. Let's go.
A witch. Hi. Sit down. I can see you are here. I decree and declare, every witch. Look at this. Look at the way. Look at here. Look at here. Look. They just sat down and like, yeah. So you see what witchcraft is. You see the pronunciation of cases has nothing to do with this big witch in Mpumalanga, this big witch in Chipinge. No, it comes out of your mouth. Cases are released by the words that you speak. And the level of wedding and the power that backs that wedding makes you a witch. But I want to start somewhere so that you understand how deep Africa has been affected. Notice here, the British people came to this country, came to Africa, and gave us a free Jesus. We don't pay. We get Jesus. We have this free Jesus. And then they went to areas that were sacred to Africans and collected the gods of Africa, took them to America, took them to Britain. In the museum of Britain. Do you know right now? Let's get to Zimbabwe. Do you know where Mbuyane Ander's bodies? Kaguvi's bodies? Britain, sir. Why is it that the white people saw it necessary to give us a free Jesus and took our gods? And then they took the gods of Ghana. Do you understand? They took the gods of Ghana and sent them to Britain and took them to Britain. Right, just a few years ago, you know what they've done? They've told Ghana, we can give you back your gods. Loan. See, I was thinking they are hearing, they are seeing this. Are you getting this? They said, we'll give you your gods on loan. If you keep them nicely, we'll extend your loan. And the last time I checked, we have African names for witches. And we have also British and English names for a witch. It's called a witch. Whenever you see an African name for something that is supernatural, having an English name, you now know the phenomenon is in every location. Could it be that they understand witchcraft to the extent that they are more acquainted with witchcraft and our old ways of prayer and worship, that they like our African gods more than Jesus? Let me go here, because I can see you're not hearing me. What will cause Western world to steal our gods? Is it because they know the power of keeping those artifacts more than you? I'm not saying it is holy. I'm simply saying, what did they use to defeat us? Because they found the locations where the thing was. They found the locations where their gods were. And when they found the locations, what did they do with the locations? They discredited them. All right? And disempowered the locations by taking the gods and took them to Britain. They didn't leave them in their vaults in Africa. Anytime they got to a location and they wanted to kill Africans, they would ask where the Africans were going and found the location and said, this location is where they are getting power. They will take that point, desecrate it, discredit it, and they say there's no power here. And then they took the gods and go. And then they will start killing you after they take the gods. So what power are they using? Are they using Jesus' power? And then they started fighting us nicely. I speak to someone here. As a matter of fact, I see someone there. I speak to someone here. Under the influence of my voice, I don't care where you come from. I don't care what they have said. By the authority of the Spirit, you will live long to fulfill your calling. But every witch shall die. Every spell is bound in the name of Jesus. Are you still here? Are you still here? I went to Zaka. Do we have those photos? I went to Zaka. I got to Zaka, Zimbabwe African Killers Association. I went to Zaka. I don't know whether we have those photos from that tree. We parked our car, police camp, you know. We get in there. And when we got there, they said, do you see this tree? They said, we know why you're here. Do you see this tree? I said, yeah. So this tree, a juju man came here. Old man. He said, I want to leave my equipment that I used to do witchcraft with. And the police are like, this is the wrong location. He said, I have nowhere to leave them. And if I keep them, I will die. So I now want to leave them. They said, no problem. Are you serious? He said, yeah, I'm serious. He said, point at any tree, I will demonstrate. The policeman in charge pointed at one tree and said, that's that tree. He started chanting some strange chant. I'm talking about just a few hours from here. I went there to the location. The tree you like, he says, I can measure the size of lightning that will hit anything. Technology from another world. He started singing, doing his things, arranging them in order, and pointed at the tree. And the tree was struck by lightning. He said, I can repeat it. Do you think they said repeat? Thank you. You are very, very understanding. The problem with you is, as I said before, you are too westernized. I said, you're what? You are too westernized to the point that you can't believe these things are real. So it is easy for the devil to attack you with the same thing that you're not aware of. I speak to everyone here. Wherever you are sitting, you are standing. Begin to decree that in your family. We're not sitting here and just playing with this thing, all right? Hear me. Where are we now with this? Are you here or you've gone home? Now, show that tree. You see, half of it when that one, the other part at the back there, you see the lower part dried up instantly, and they took cut the side. We took the photos with the police there. They said the man lives that side. And he was no longer able to perform after he left the things there at the police station. We're not talking some stories, sir. Imagine he can do this to this. What if he does it to your house? What if he does it to your family, to your mother, and the doctors will only check the heart and say it was a heart attack when it was a lightning strike? See, I can see here they're getting it. In your mind, it's impossible to achieve this, yet we filmed it. We filmed the whole tree, and were they talking to them, and they told us a whole lot. They even gave us the location of where the men stayed, just in case we wanted to go there. I'm not talking about a street away from the police. No. At the police camp. They were trying to say, you're joking. There is nothing like this. Just go and burn your things. He said, look, I just want to show you. Show me anything you want me to strike with lightning. The policeman said, that tree. He said, I will hit half of it. Pointed his hand. Said some few words. Bam. Hush. I know what you're thinking now. Why did we not? Why were we not able as Africa to fight the colonialists using witchcraft? Number one, who said you did not? Who said you did not fight them using witchcraft? Number two, I've already told you one reason. They took what? What did they take? They took the gods. They knew exactly if you remain with them. In a few minutes, you'll be seeing something here. Mama, come quickly, come. Let me explain to you something. Here is something that is happening to a point where now this thing was now focusing on you.
Amen.
I'm trying to remove something from your family that has been tracking your whole family. Because as I saw, it was as if something was now targeted. But this young man had done nothing wrong.
Yes.
To a point
yes,
where
right.
I'm saying this is like your firstborn or something, like Mike. Because this is something that they are trying to attack.
It's my big
They are
brother.
trying to attack this young boy. But remember, just last week or 2 weeks ago, somebody died.
Yes.
Like Clayton or Clifton.
Yes, it's my brothers. Babu mkuru wangu.
What's the name?
Kriton Chitadza.
Malesh Kamaneska.
Prophesy, Measure.
And the problem is this. You see what I'm preaching here? This is an example of what I'm telling you. It happens every time. Melo Kradus came in. And as I look at you, you are innocent. You've been praying and praying and praying.
Yes, Father.
But even this young man is young, but he's already relegated to a rural area. Relegated.
Yes.
Balandos Kemendeska.
It's true, Prophet Mike is staying in the rural areas as we speak.
So in the realm of the spirit, it's like everything is now dying.
Yes. Yes, Ra.
A few weeks, months back, I'm seeing JC.
It's my father.
is in the grave.
It's my father, yes.
JC.
Yes. Jeffat Chitadza.
Jeffat Chitaza, Melanosh came in.
Shepherd Chitadza, that's his name.
When we speak what we speak, you see, I'm not doing this because I'm holy. I'm doing this because there is grace.
2025 market crash has come to an end, and you've heard it here first. Trump tariffs have caused an uncertainty on the market. This is the right time for investors to jump in. Now, XPX, that is XMP 500, dropped 21%. NAS 100 dropped 27%. UK 100 dropped 16%. US 30, best 30 performing companies, right, in the United States dropped 20%. BTC, I predicted, is going to hit 75K. It even dropped to 74,000 and some few pennies there, right? Now, this is the time. The elites have taken profit. The market has gone down during uncertainty with Trump tariffs. This is the time that we have set into an accumulation phase. You want to invest into the forex market, the synthetic, space. You want to invest into the crypto market. You want to do forex. You want to do stocks. You don't know how to do it. Join the financial market masterclass with Trader Nixon, and I'll show you how to do it like a pro. Yes, you have seen a video right there. Now, there is no iota of lie in what he's saying. These monuments are very precious to the Ashantis. I'm a Ga Dangwe, sorry. And so, where I come from, I'm part of the Ga Dangwe clan, Krobo. Where I come from, we also have our culture. The Ga Dangwe have their culture, Africans have their culture. When you go to Nigeria, we have different settlements, culture in there. Zimbabwe the same and all of that, But British colonized Nigeria. They colonized Ghana and some other regions, right? Looted. I'm using a word, the right way. They looted, basically stolen. After a war and all of that, the things, substance, items that are taken away when someone, wins a war or something, they looted, they stole all of these things from the Ashantis, and they brought it back to them on one condition. They are paying loan worth the value of the items that were brought back. And that's true. It was in the news. BBC posted it. All social media handles, news outlets in Ghana posted it. There's no lie in that. But why are these people bringing this thing back after 100 years and over, and we paying it, or the Ashantis basically paying a fee for it? That's a question that a lot of people raised in the media when this particular news came out. Some had answers. Me, I didn't even have any answer to that. But that's for the Ashantis, right? What am I to say? There is one particular saying. Why I'm even talking about this is, they brought us Jesus Christ and all of that. We had our gods. We had this and that and that and that. But look, do you think an African man who is very traditional, cultural, who is very highly spiritual, wouldn't attack when he perceive an attack on himself or his clan or his tribe, wouldn't fight with their spirituality? That's a big question, because we have been deceived for a very long time. The only thing that they tell us here in Africa is, look, they brought the Bible, they took our they took that and that and that, our gold, these natural resources and blah, blah, blah. Bro, these people fought. The Ashantis really fought the British more than twice. The Krobos, the Ga Dangwe, even Krobos, they have relationship at the time. They have relationship with the Ashantis that most, warriors were moved from the Krobo region and moved to the Ashanti to help assist in the fight. A lot of history here. Ghana has like one of the richest histories in Africa. I'm not saying Ghana is having the most. I said one of the. When we are talking about the most, then we talk about Egypt, right? So, but in recent times, Ghana is having rich history, right? So, the British came upon all of these possessions that we have spiritually, they still overcame us. And an African that I know will fight with what they have spiritually. That's one fact that I want you guys to take home with. So, they overcame us. Is it that they overcame us mentally, spiritually, and all of that? That's a big question. If you have answers to all of these, let me see. Do not post hate comments. Do not say negative things about the man of God that are even not true. Most of the things, everything that you guys say negative are not true. Those people who post those things. But what I want us to do is to learn. What do you think? Okay, do you think, the British overcame us with our spirituality, meaning what Prophet said is true, which I agree to, that is true, or do you think we as Africans didn't fight with our spirituality? Because trust me, the Ashanti, what I we know from the Ashanti, a woman who fought wouldn't fight with, without any level of spirituality. That's a fight, but we overcame. We overcame. So that is one thing that I want us to establish. Jesus Christ prevails. You understand me? Jesus Christ really prevails above everything. And there is one particular saying that, the brothers, Christianity has history in Africa, rich history in Africa. People who say that don't understand the Bible, they don't read their Bible. Christianity in itself has rich history in Africa. Before the British came just recently. Okay, so that's one thing that you need to know. Old time Ethiopia, Egypt, Christianity has rich history here. So that's one thing. Whatever you know, put it in the comment section. I don't want to talk a lot. My name is Shodanik. I love to break down gospel messages like this. Make sure to subscribe, share, like this video. Man.